Hello, baddies! Hello. Excuse the shine. I just got out of the shower. Have a little skincare on me. I'm drinking from my Hogwarts cup to bring the magic into the mundane. This is some chamomile bedtime tea. You guys know I work nights, so my literal schedule is ass fucking backwards, bro. And in here we have some magnesium powder as well to help me with some relaxation. So I was like, you know what? I have to stay up anyway to drink this tea. Might as well just multitask, work towards your dreams, and bang out those YouTube videos, talk about what's inspired. And today, what message is literally on my heart is fucking discipline, bro. Discipline is the literal sexiest thing that anybody could ever have, and having discipline will literally make you irresistible, in my opinion, in more ways than one. And we're gonna break this down, okay? So if you're new to me, hi, my name is John. I love to teach the misfits of creation how to manifest their dreams. I love to help the weirdos remember that they're so worthy of going after their dreams. You know, the underdog. I root for the underdog. I have a special place in my heart for the underdogs. And if you feel like you can't find your place on earth, hopefully this corner of the internet makes you feel so fucking safe. So if you're down with that, hit the subscribe button. You can check out all my other social media platforms if that's something that you want to see. Get more content from me every single day yelling at you to help you remember your dreams and goals. Let me take an honorary hit. Period. Best. Now it's time to lock in. This is going to be an honest, raw, in the moment conversation all about discipline, consistency, bro. The things that literally make you so sexy. Number one, you can tell when somebody has discipline by, let's just say it, their body, right? You can tell that someone has discipline. I think that's why I noticed this guy running it. It's just like, ooh, like you're running at 5 a.m. in the morning. There's something so sexy. I don't care what you look on the, I don't care what you look like on the outside. There is something so undeniably sexy about anyone that is like outside running at like the 4 a.m., 5 a.m. hour before the world is up. Like, dead ass, that means you have work ethic. That means you have discipline. And that, whew, it's getting hot in here just thinking about it, okay? And I think it's also such a big turn on in a way, because I think a lot of people in this day and age, not entirely our faults, but I think lack discipline. And what I mean by it's not entirely our faults, I think a lot of us now are burnt out. We're struggling with mental health issues due to social media. So I think there's a lot of reasons why this day and age we have like a laziness epidemic. But that's a whole nother video. But also, like, if you're seeing this, wake the fuck up. We are too hot, too talented, and too iconic for this, like, victim mentality. And I'm not just yelling at you. I'm fully channeling and yelling at my fucking self right now. Because I know that I hold myself back so much. Yeah, like, discipline is so sexy. Like, you can just tell when someone, like, let's just be honest, based off their looks, you can tell when someone cares about them. So you can tell when someone has discipline, and start there. I really do feel like a major key to having self-confidence is doing the things that make you feel good on the outside. So if you have a goal of gaining weight, gain weight. If you have a goal of losing weight, go to the gym and lose weight. You know, calorie deficit, let's go. And I'm not saying you have to be hot for someone else to finally like you. I'm trying to get you. My job, my content is to get you to your highest timeline, to get you to fall in love with yourself, because that's when the life that you love falls into place. Can I get a hell yeah? We're locking in. Can I get a lock in the comments, babe? Do not get it twisted. So I might get canceled for saying this, but let's move our bodies. Let's go to the gym. Let's do if you're a single parent or a parent, if you're a parent, put that baby in a stroller, strap it up, and go for a motherfucking walk. You get some bonding time, drag your other rugrats with you, drag your husband, drag your wife, and you get some fucking family time. Killing two birds at one motherfucking stone here. Get your asses moving. Okay? Also, another thing I want to talk about, in other ways that I want to talk about how discipline really is going to help change your fucking life, bro, and make you so energetically hot, and in return with that, physically hot, is going after your dreams. You divas, myself included, we want this big stage moment. But The icons that manifest having their big stage moment, their pop-offs in their careers, it comes with them showing up when there was nobody in the audience watching. Okay? They did the things that built themselves, that built so much unwavering belief in themselves and their talents. You know, they kept showing up on auditions even when they were saying no because they believed in themselves that much. They kept putting out the art in whatever medium that is, even though people people made them feel like they were not talented. They didn't care. They kept going. They had discipline. They had consistency when it comes to their dreams, okay? Some of you guys don't even want to do the work when it comes to shifting your mindset. As a tarot reader and a manifestation coach, I see where this clashes. A lot of people just want the instant gratification. Tell me I'm going to be in love. Tell me when I'm going to be in love. Tell me when I'm going to have money. Am I going to pop off? Am I going to be successful? And it's like, obviously, all those questions can come down to limiting beliefs. And then people keep coming back. People keep coming back because some people, not all, but some people just like the instant gratification because they want someone else to tell them that they're worthy of X, Y, and Z and their desires, and that they're definitely going to have it because they don't believe in themselves. But what you're not understanding is that belief is what's blocking it. That belief is what's blocking it. Tarot is really cool to get an idea on where you are currently energetically so you know what to shift so you can step into your divine timeline and manifest your goals. What it's not going to do is give you every yes answer. You have to put in the mindset work. Like, you know, and you guys don't even want to do that. You guys are so committed to the bit, to the role of being this negative Nancy, of really hating on yourselves and not seeing your talents and gifts. Why couldn't you be committed to the bit in the other way around? Why couldn't you be committed to the bit where you are the most confident, sexy main character version of yourself? You know, the work really does come in silence, in quiet, in crickets, like when nobody's watching, because that's when you do the mindset work. That's when when you work on your mindset, when you work on your energy, when you work on the limiting beliefs. That's when you read the books, and then that's when you listen to the podcasts, like, and then you take action. Like, this shit happens when nobody's looking and nobody's watching. In my opinion, that's why everyone is really obsessed with my energy. Obviously, not everyone is going to hate anyone. Not everyone is going to like love everyone, and I'm not saying like that, but it's just like, that's why I get a lot of comments on my energy. It's because I do the energetic work. I do the energy. I do the energetic work, you know? In private, I'm like, what you guys don't see is like, I'm meditating a few times a day. Because I know that the old versions of me struggle a lot with fucked up traumas. And I know that when I get triggered, it's my responsibility to force myself to do a meditation, breath work, or an EFT tapping to come back to my home, to come back to the version of me that's confident, whole, worthy, and complete. So, you know what I mean? It's my job. No one else is going to do that. So, you know what? That's why I'm okay with doing fucking 5 million breath works and EFT tappings. Sorry, my driver. Oh, thank God. That was a mini manifestation within itself. Praise the Lord. But, I forget where I was. Thumbnail moment. Oh yeah, I'm comfortable with doing 10 million breathworks or 10 million EFT tappings. Like, if that keeps me locked in until the emotional charges of those triggers are not a thing anymore, where I don't need to do them as much. But also, like, everybody wants a instant meditation that will work. Everybody wants an instant affirmation track that will work. But people come to manifestation, or people only want to do the work when they need something, when they want to hurry up and have a relationship because Christmas is coming around, when they finally have a crush and they want him. But in my opinion, the work, again, the discipline comes with, like, the discipline, having discipline. This is where discipline comes in. You have to do the mindset work. You have to evolve yourself, take care of yourself, body, mind, and soul every single day. So it becomes a habitual habit, not when you just need something and then you're in a panic. Because then you probably don't believe that you can do it. Again, discipline, discipline, discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Everything comes down to discipline, but nobody wants to have discipline anymore. I know all of you hate Kim Kardashian, but there was truth to what she said. You have to get up and fucking work. And it's like, nobody wants to fucking work anymore. No, you have to have discipline when it comes to working on yourself, body, mind, and soul. In my opinion, that's the only way. That's the only reason why we don't have it. That's the only reason why we don't have our manifestations, because we're not being disciplined with our thoughts. Maybe we're not being disciplined with the emotions we want to focus on. If the emotions, if you're like me and you like to feel good, maybe we're not being disciplined with the inspired action. We're only showing up when it feels good, when we feel like we can. But like I said, confidence comes from taking repeated action. So if you never take the action, you're never going to get fucking confident. Discipline in creating the art, uploading your content, in whatever medium, when no one's listening, when the 0 views, 0 likes, 0 comments, you keep showing up and you keep posting like you are that motherfucking main character, because you simply are, because you are living in your own universe. Okay, the world is going to catch up. You just need to see it within yourself, and it all comes down to discipline. So make a promise to yourself that you're going to come up with some sort of morning routine. You're going to stay on top of your thoughts during the day. You're going to have some sort of evening routine that winds you the fuck up, winds you down, and throughout the day you're going to come back to your breathwork, EFT tappings, and guided meditations, and whatever else the fuck to help you transmute any energy if you get triggered. You have to start showing up like the whole world's already watching you, even if it's just crickets, babe, okay? But like I always say, if anyone ever gives you shit for being who you are, tell them I will kick their booty.